This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now today is something totally out there and different, and I like out there and different for sure. I saw this on Miniature Market site. I knew nothing about it, but I've always been working on my own game in my head. So when I saw this little box here, Fantasy World Creator, Build, Draw, Play Your Adventures, it kind of just gave me this thing where I can kind of do whatever I wanted to, and I was excited about it. And boy, I got this in, and I gotta tell you, I'm blown away, and I can't wait to show it to you. We're gonna go down to the table. I'm working on some rules. I'm just gonna give you some basics, and I just want to give you a feel of what you can do with this and why you would want to do it. So much to the fact that I'm actually thinking of going to buy a second set and have it sent here, because the things that I can do with this just speak volumes. And how you go about it, I'm going to go down, I'm going to show you a little bit, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my rules and something that Herman Luttman and myself are going to be working on, and some of the things that I had in my head, the system that I actually came up with. And I'm going to show you a little bit of it, and basically show you all the really just weird and cool and glorious stuff that you get with this particular set and the things that you can do. I can't wait to show you. Why don't we go down the table and take a look at it? So I want to show you this stuff, and then I want to show you what you can do with it, and I've been working on some rules with it. First of all, it comes with a bunch of different players, and the art is fantastic because it's black and white. It doesn't need to be color. You know, you can, you got your fighter, your wizard, your dwarf, stuff like that, all kinds of different elves and things like that. And you're going to go through, and you're going to run into some enemies too, and Medusas, ghouls, ghosts, whatever you want to do, dragons, if it is a character, demons, you got to have at least a couple of those. Elf archers, which we have no love for. Horses, in case we find one. And different types of trolls and things like that. Forgive my dog for barking. Zombies. Orcs. You need a ton of orcs. And, everything that you can imagine is here. And what you do with it, skeletons, right? Okay. Which I think we're going to use a skeleton. Okay. So the neat thing about this is that it's all dry erase. Okay. So if you put sleeves on these cards, which you're going to want to, you can still dry erase it. It comes with all these markers, different colors and stuff like that. And you can erase whatever. Okay. It comes with the clips, so you can actually physically slip the card in, and you go, hey, I got myself a skeleton, right? Okay. What does the skeleton do? Well, I can write on the back of this card, or I can write right on it and say, well, he's going to have an attack value of 2, okay? And I'm just going to use this as an example, and he has a health of 6, okay? So he's like a level 1. And I can write that on there, okay? All right, and I could put him over here. Now, it comes with enough rooms and stuff that you can basically do anything you want. I mean, that is a ton of cardboard. A ton of cardboard. And these are just all rooms. And the book, and let me, before I show you the box, which is unbelievable, you got major villains, giant spiders, and bigger, right? Bigger is better, right? Okay. Double-sided. And just absolutely everything that you can imagine under the sun that you would have to take on. Oh man, look at that. All right, yeah, that's going to be trouble. So now you're thinking, oh, how? And a couple of blank cards that you can do whatever you want with, okay? Nice, right? So now also that comes with this, and we're going to bring this into range here, and I'm going to try to, oh, I can't zoom back, but you're going to get more character cards. There's pieces of boat, there's rooftops, and it's so well done that it just comes out like it's butter. I haven't even taken everything out of here because I'm just overwhelmed, but I couldn't wait to share this with you guys because this is ridiculous. So, you know, if you wanted to put something into this room here, okay, you can. And the art, the way it's done, oh, well, here's a boat. You can use this as a rooftop, okay? This is a particular room that maybe that's in here, okay? An arcane room, all right? You're going to be putting all these rooms together and building this incredible, wonderful dungeon. There's all kinds of different types of markers that you have here. Okay, it's just popping out because it's just in there and it's cut so perfectly. Exhaustion, poisoned, different type of status markers that you're going to have. Outside areas that you can combat with. Now, what you can do with this is just unbelievable. Chest. Hey, well, we're fighting that skeleton because we want to get to that chest. Okay, but hold on there, my dear friends. Hold on, because there are even bigger enemies. Oh, you want to fight a dragon? Well, good luck, pal. Because look at the size of this dude. Okay? I mean, just... there's so much here. And there's so much that you can do creatively. And the things that you can do is amazing. So, you know, I've been working on something for a little bit. And this is like the perfect thing for me to work on it with. And... what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these standees down for all intents and purposes, and I want to show you, you know, how you could just be creative. You can create your own stories, and this stuff is just perfect for it. So I have a hero, okay, and I'm just the stats are just generic, okay, but he has a strength 3. That's 3 dice. You know, you can have a dexterity, which I'm planning on doing. A fortitude, and maybe a wild card, so you can apply a dice anywhere. Each dice, okay, is basically their health. So how does this work, you say? Well, I'm going to attack this skeleton who has an attack 2 and is going to roll 2d6. All right, I'm going to add those together. That's 9. Okay. On the other hand, I have 3 dice. I'm going to roll all 3. So hopefully I can outdo my friend here. Well, I got a 9, 10, 11. Now, any kind of weapons that we would add would maybe add a bonus point or add an extra die if it's a magical weapon. Because these dice are really, really important. I'm going to show you how this kind of works out. So I hit him for 2. He just has a health of 6, and that's it. We don't have to worry about it. But let's say if the table was turned and this particular skeleton was like a level 5 and he got 5 attacks dice and we only had our 3, or let's just say, just for sake, because we want to get beat up pretty badly, he only had 1. Okay, and he had 1 armor die. 1 armor die. Whoops, I took that from the wrong area, so we're going to call that our armor. He has 1 armor die against the skeleton. The skeleton's going to roll all these dice, okay? And this guy's in a lot of trouble, all right? They are just face to face against each other, and they're battling out. He can't get away, and he rolls an 8, 10, 14, 15, okay? Compared to an 8, of course. So that is a difference of 7. So what happens is you're going to count up how many damage you take. So if you take 7, you're going to count off 6 wounds. And with those 6 wounds, okay, you are going to lose a dice somewhere on your stats. So now when you go to attack, you are actually weakened because, guess what? I had to decide to take that die here because I need the armor die if I run into something else. And as you get weaker, it's going to become a problem. You die when you lose all of your dice, okay? You'll always have that 1 wild card die, which doesn't count. and you can apply to any stat that you want to. So if you want to go for an overkill, but you can only use that thing once per turn. Okay? Any kind of damage like the 7, yes, we lost 1 die, but the 1 carries over. Now there's of course ways to heal and get dice back, but you have to get 6 points of health back in order to get 1 die. You have to fulfill a die number. The other thing is spells, and this is something I'm working on. Fireball 4. That's going to do 4 damage if it hits, and you're going to roll a 6-sided die. And what you're going to do is, boom, on a 4. Guess what? It automatically hits. It only fails on a 1, and you do double damage on a 6. Okay? Now, of course, it won't be as powerful, but once you use that, you have to let it cool 2 steps. All right? So that fireball you cannot use again for 2 whole turns. So you got to plan and carry enough spells with you and make them count. If you roll on a 6, you double the damage. If you saw it was fireball 4, it would do 8 damage. On a 1, it is a miscast, and you are going to do that damage to yourself. So a neat little system that I'm working with. We're working on weapons and stuff like that, and it's something a little bit different, and I kind of like it because the dice system, as you level up, you can maybe add a dice someplace. Okay, well, I'm really weak on my armor. I really would like to jack up my armor a bit, so you would add an additional dice. So maybe that becomes a 2, or you can add it to your strength or attack value. You can go from 3 to 4, because as you level up, the monsters also get tougher as well. So that's what this system does. That's what this fantasy world creator does. It creates situations that you can sit and be an imaginative. You can use that brain matter. We talk a lot about how Dungeons and Dragons has failed. Wizards of the Coast has failed us. Okay, failed a lot of people. So now, this thing allows you to take things into your own hands, to create worlds and adventures with your own groups, to do different things, to come up with whatever you want to do. You don't have to name them Seahawk. You can name him Chuck for all we care. It's all that matters is where you go with it and how you get there. And I think this is just one of those special games. This fantasy world creator where you can just about do anything, and it is beautiful. I love the black and white art. I love everything about this. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts. So, wow. Expect to see, I'm going to put together a venture, and there's somebody that I wrote that I want to talk to, that I think we could do something really fun with it. And I've got a few ideas, and I want to put this to the test. I'm definitely going to get another set, so all of you that go run out and buy this, at least save one for me at Miniature Market, because this is amazing. I never have been this excited about something. I say that almost every time, but this is just exciting. I'm blown away by this. I took a chance on it, and I said, you know something? I've been meaning to play around and try some different things. Let's face it. Wizards of the Coast has let everybody down, and they hold the big D&D carrot over our head, but we don't have to prescribe to the way they do things, folks. We can do whatever we want, how we want, and this is a perfect example. If we have a love for role-playing, then we should be creating our own adventures and not giving in to corporate junk, okay? And this is where you take your group, you get together, somebody has an idea, and you build from there, and then you put that group to test. Some of it will be good, some of it will be bad. But the thing is, you're creating. You're using that gray matter. You're not becoming a slave to a company that is really holding you down. And here's a place, Game Start, that is I know nothing about this. I brought this in because I was just completely fascinated by it, and I'll tell you right now, it was the best thing I ever did. There is a free fantasy world creator web app code inside, which I have to check that out. I'll tell you more about it. But we were going to be playing with this. Let's give it a week for me to work on some things, because we're in the middle of about 19 different projects, and that'll give us a chance to really take a look at this and really give me a chance to come up with something special. And we'll give this a run, and you can see how beautiful this is. I mean, this the quality is ridiculous. It's everything that you can want, all in one box. Build, draw, and play your adventures. And build dreams. That's the most important thing. They should have put that on there. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.